This episode is brought to you by Honda. When you test drive the all-electric Prologue SUV, there's a lot that could impress you about it. There's the generous passenger space, the clean, thoughtful design, and the intuitive technology. But out of everything, what you'll really love most is that it's a Honda. Visit honda.com/EV to see offers.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. So excited you decided to join us today. Before I jump into the podcast, go over and leave a 5-star review. We really love those reviews. Leave some comments. I read all of them, and we would really appreciate that. But before we get started, I would definitely want to give a big shout out to our two sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market, bar none. Mention Coach Unplugged, you get $450 off, and you'll get the best customer service you'll ever expect. Just mention Coach Collins, and they'll take really good care of you. Also, go over and check out Teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's something. When I started Teachhoops.com, it was what I would have wanted as a young coach before, all the state championships and all the nationally ranked teams that I've coached. And not to brag, just to kind of tell kind of my journey, I would have killed for this stuff because it would have made my life so much easier. A little bit of everything that you need to become a better basketball coach. And we are the only people out there that offer 14-day free trial because we believe in it so much. Follow the roadmap, work on your craft, and you get me one-on-one mentoring. So I can't imagine anything better than that. I don't know. Anyway, go over and check it out, and let's head off to the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Going to be seeing you in a couple days when this is going on.
I know, I'm excited. Going to the Midwest, doing our...
Going to get some deep dish. No, we'll go. Well, I haven't figured out where we're going to eat yet, but
I got my two requests. Big piece of beef and deep dish. That's it.
Oh, we can do deep dish. There's a great place right across from where we're staying. And then Ghirardelli's is like kitty corner. I feel like Ghirardelli's. I know anyway. Kind of a knock.
Ghirardelli's. Not what? Ghirardelli's.
Ghirardelli's? How do you say it?
The pizza place. It's not
the
Ghirardelli's.
ice cream place.
Oh, the ice cream place? Is that what you actually are talking about? Or are you talking about I'm talking about the Giordani's is what I was thinking about, the pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the pizza place there?
There's like 3 of them. There's different deeps. It depends on who you talk to. We can deep dish is fine. It just takes we could actually have a business meeting while the pizza's cooking. It takes like an hour.
So long. That's actually not a bad idea.
What's
that great steak place that I'm forgetting about downtown?
Well, Jordan's is like $2.
Jordan's, but not
we'll find one.
It's the 3-story one, skinny building.
I don't know what he's talking about. There's so many good steak joints.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna search it.
Okay, you search it while we do this,
and then I'll interrupt what our topic.
Our topic today. So we're going to talk about practice balance today, and crazy enough to start another podcast, because we don't want to do anything other than this. That's
right. Now, this came out of a need that we got. We started getting a lot of questions about, well, how do I run a youth sports organization? How do I run a tournament? What do I do? right? So we decided to ask the experts. So go check out youthsportsinsider.com. It's the behind the scenes of running a youth sports business. We dive deep with the experts, interview them, and please let us know who do you want us to interview? If you have ideas,
Yes.
or maybe it's you. Again, youthsportsinsider.com. Go check it out.
All right. So, coach, so we're going to talk about practice balance roughly. What
Practice
is that?
balance. Yeah.
What do you mean by
Well, I'll tell you what I
balance?
was, what I'm struggling with right now. I have a pretty good 10U basketball team, and we have so much to work on at that level, right? You have just fundamentals, and you have game strategy stuff, your X's and O's, your plays, how to run, just how to play in an offense, how to, if you have any special defenses that you're doing, your inbound plays, right? And the constraint here is time. I have an hour and a half twice a week, and I have to balance between this fundamentals and strategy, and it's driving me crazy because you know you focus too much on the strategy, then they doesn't even they can't dribble a ball to even implement the strategy. But then focus too much on the fundamentals, then like dribbling, or they are struggling just to be in sync with one another, right? So it's just balance. And I think where I settled on, or am settling on, and I will let you know in July when the season's over if it worked, is especially in this team, is fundamentals, 90% fundamentals, 10% of everything else. And if we lose every game, but they're fundamentally strong, I think that's a win.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. That's
at
my
the varsity
philosophy.
high school level, I struggle with this. Like, we're not getting enough shots up. We're not working on our post moves. We're not doing this. But then, oh shoot, we got to work on our offense. We got to work on our defense. We got to
Yeah.
go through our scout, and we get. So I think it's every level has this. I don't know what it would be called. More of like a pull. You're being pulled in
You're being
multitude of
pulled, yeah.
directions. You're being pulled by your boss. You're being pulled by your wife. You're being pulled by the kids. You're being pulled. Like, everyone's wants a piece. And similar in
Yeah.
practice, everything wants a piece. Um, and I've done this for a really long time, and I still feel it. Like, did we not spend enough time on this? Are we ready for this? Did we spend too much time
Hmm.
on this? Um, I think it's a inverse relationship, and I'll dive into that a little bit more in a second. But let's give our other sponsor here in the middle, coach, and then I'll talk about that inverse relationship I think there is.
Sure. Yeah, coaches, go check out sponsorly.team. It is a platform to help you fund your youth sports organization. So what we do is we go out and source sponsors, uh, smart sponsors who are looking to invest into youth sports. We handle all the heavy work. So if you're a gym owner, a team operator, a tournament operator, sign up, go check it out, sponsorly.team. You can create a free profile there, and we help you along the way getting everything all set up. And then we reach out to sponsors on your behalf. Again, sponsorly.team.
Okay, so here's my thought on this. Inverse. We'll
Okay.
go 2 through ninth grade. We won't go to all
Two
the way to
through ninth.
12.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I think fundamentals at second grade should be 95.5, fundamentals to other things.
Hmm.
And then this is where the relationship goes. As you get older, it flips. By the time they become a senior in high school, I don't have a lot of times to work on fundamentals. We worked on ripping the ball and kind of but I don't have a lot of time to do that because, again, we play on Tuesday and then we play on Friday, and I got to prep and I got to go through this, and we do skill work, but the fundamental stuff I just don't have. I mean, if you're not making my team, or you're probably not playing if you don't have some fundamentals already.
Yeah.
So I think it's that from second to 12th, it's like less and less and less and less each step up. Maybe it goes 90-10, then it goes 85-15, then maybe it goes 75-25. As far as
Mm.
fundamentals versus X's and O's, strategy, things like that. So I think it's a relationship between age or 9U or whatever it is to the higher levels. Now, do the pros work on fun? The pros probably go back to the other stuff, and they're probably working more on fun because that's all they do all day.
Right, that's it.
Even in the collegiate level, I think high school, senior high school level is kind of that we don't get them like they do in college and professional where they can spend more time on fun. I mean, I get them for 4 months and then that's it. And then they're off and they're playing baseball or they're doing things So I think that's where that perfect relationship between the two things happen. I don't know. That's my option.
That's a nice way to look at that too. I mean, and as you know, this tug of war you have is you go focus on the fundamentals, you go play a game, a team just pressed you and you're like, or
we haven't worked break.
We haven't worked on a press break.
Or we haven't worked on how to break a press or how to fundamentally be strong with it. So it's like which
I know, and you just
chicken or the egg,
back and forth. Right. Yeah, we ran into a zone offense. We talked about that a little bit a couple podcasts ago. 4th grade running a zone defense, right? And so, we had to adjust. And I worked on it this week and then was thinking,
and now you might not see it for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I really just I think about this stuff way too much. I'll admit, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I want the kids to succeed, and at that young of an age, where are they going to have the most long-term benefit? And it is truly the fundamentals.
It is,
and just you don't have enough time to do everything, and you can teach them how to shoot, how to get open, how to play defense. We talk. I'm so happy. The one big thing that we accomplished so far this year in the first few weeks is space, and I just have to say the word space, and they're like, "Oh, okay," and they're understanding that concept, like, "Oh, spacing creates lanes, and then I can do stuff, right? Whatever that stuff is." But versus the clumping and chasing the ball. Even on the offensive side, right? You got 5 kids on one side of the court because they think that's going to help, right?
They start running.
And they hold out their hands. Yeah.
For those of you that are watching on YouTube, they're just coming at the ball. That's pretty funny how that works. Hey, everybody, I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, maybe go over and check out Coach Collins' other podcasts, Teacher's Side Gig and High School Hoops. Subscribe, leave a 5-star review. Maybe. And then also you can go over and check out Teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. All right. Have a great day.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, Rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, Rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.